Welcome to the new crib. Look at
what they do? What the country ninjas do? Oh, hey, cuz, hey, cuz, hey, cuz. Hey, let's go, man.
What's good? Welcome to the crib. We live. Bro, I told you, we're going to move fast on y'all, man. We are going to move fast on y'all, man. So if you are watching, make sure you're watching on all platforms. Tonight, we're on three platforms, but two nonetheless.
Did you freeze, brother? Okay. What's up?
You there?
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. All right. That was a weird time for that to happen. That was a weird time.
That was a weird time.
Yeah. It's all good though.
Okay.
You finna make this at work though.
I'm gonna try to
somebody walk in the co-work space, but it's all good.
Okay. Well, we're here. We're here. Shout out to our fan. We got one viewer.
Uno, but it's okay.
Watch. Oh, we got two. We got the deuce.
Two. I know it's probably my wife. Okay. One. I don't know. Maybe my mama. We'll see.
I know one is my girl. Shout out to Lily.
Shout out to Lily. Is this the future Miss Westside?
This is the possible future Miss Westside. Possible.
Hey, let's go.
Possible future. We gotta take our time. We gotta take our time. I know.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Hey, man. Hey, Rome wasn't built today, baby. Rome wasn't built today.
Yeah, man. Oh, bro, we're gonna. Hey! Look, we got a third person.
We got three. Hey.
Oh, and four.
Oh, we cooking. We cooking.
What? We cooking tonight? All right. What's up, guys? Nonetheless, man, my name is Connie Westside, the best side, and I got
TSpoon, not TEA, TSpoon.
And this is his show, TSpoon of Wisdom.
Hey, TSpoon.
His name is in it. I'm Wisdom. He's TSpoon.
Hey, man, it's like the yin and yang. The peanut butter and jelly. That we got the ham and the burger. We got the Kool-Aid and the sugar. Pause.
Hey, man.
Pause. You can't say that in 2024. So hey,
we can't. Man,
it's lit,
so much has been going. So much been going on. You know what I mean? We're moving up the ladder a little bit. Just we need to just get some more traction. So if you are out there, make sure you like, subscribe, and share.
Share that bad boy
on all platforms.
ASAP. You know? If not, I'm coming for you. What did Bill Clinton say? I did not have relations with that woman. Random. I just wanted to say that. But hey.
Random. I thought he was gonna be like, "We are coming for them.
We are coming for this podcast space, baby.
We are.
We're coming.
So yeah, we're coming. Yeah, prime. So tonight, man, we got a little bit of a funny show, man. You know, maybe we can drop a little bit of wisdom on y'all tonight, man. Hopefully y'all take it in, man. Let me tell you, I talked to Leanne beforehand about one of the subjects. Me and her, we had a quick discussion, and she said, "Baby, please be careful. Please do not offend anybody." I'm like, I'm not here to offend. I'm here to just tell the truth and speak a little bit of wisdom. So yeah, man, she we was talking about one of our subjects tonight, but when we cross over there, we'll talk about it more. So to start out, man, Candace has been on a media tour.
Killing.
She's been killing it, man. Candace been killing it. I'm a big Candace Owens fan. I don't care whoever says anything about me. I don't care. Candace Owens is my dog. That's the homie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she tells the truth. She does a lot of research, man. Stuff that a lot of black people don't do, and a lot of black, and the handful of people that do it, we appreciate it because we've been preaching this for so long. So yeah, man. Candace Owens, man. Not only that she had spoke life to a young lady on the Fresh and Fit podcast. She's been killing it by talking to affluent rappers and former rappers and Joe Budden. And apparently he had a great time, and then Joe Budden had to come back to his podcast, and well, that's what he said.
That one of my new favorite people is Candace Owens. Not politically. I had to clear that up. But when she cuts that off and is just a girl, she is the funniest person on the planet. By far. She's like political Azalea Banks.
The hope apocalypse that we are facing, it's amazing to follow these women and the way that they think. And chief among them right now is Ariana Grande.
Chief among them.
I actually think that she suffers from some random hoe disorder where she actually likes it when a man is taken. She's like, I like that. I want to just, I need that. Like she's just turned on by it in a weird way. She didn't care that he was ugly, nothing. She just said, I want to break up his family.
Candace Owens,
I'm on adoption.
If you're watching, which you're probably not, we got a seat for you up here. we got a seat for you. Any seat you want. Come up here and let's just do the Lord's work.
Ooh, Joe Budden, you better have meant it because I was watching and I'm going to take you up on your offer publicly. So now you can't do anything squirmish. You can't be like, oh, no, I'm not going to have you. I will definitively join your podcast and we can talk. And one of the things we're going to talk about is why every time any person in black media or any black commenter on the internet agrees with me, they always have to do that thing in the beginning. Oh, I just want to be clear. I don't agree with her politically. I don't think I agree with her politically. I don't get it. It's like a weird prayer that you have to say so that you'll still be accepted by black people and you're still allowed to comment on black issues as long as you say that you don't agree with Candace Owens. I'd like to know what it is that you don't agree with when it comes to my politics or why everyone feels compelled to say that, which is why I am so
man,
that's a loaded clip.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
loaded clip. That was a loaded clip.
Oh, that was a loaded clip.
Yeah. Go ahead, Westside. Go ahead, bro.
Well, let's keep it a whole buck and stack, and we got our first like. Shout out to whoever liked this. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't know why black people and just people that are on a specific side, when they find interest in another person and that person don't line up politically or anything else with whatever side they banging with, automatically we gotta be like, well, I don't believe everything they talk about now, but he's a good person.
Yeah,
just don't believe everything he talks about.
Yeah,
like I feel like that's going to be us one day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are going to be like, oh, well, I like Conrad. Conrad's a nice guy. He loves on people. It's just that I don't really.
It's a but. It's always a but. Like, but. Like, nah, bro.
Why you gotta butt me, dog? Don't butt me, dog. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me cook. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask. Let me cook, man, and I'll let you cook. I mean, what you're cooking may be gross, but I'll let you cook. Don't get mad because you can't deny the flavors I'm cooking, baby boy. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm cooking is up to par.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Spoon. What you got?
Bro, I feel like with Candace Owens, she's a necessary person in this space nowadays. Because oftentimes we get so caught up with having to agree with everything that everybody says, and certain things I don't agree with Candace on, but majority of it I feel like it's pretty spot on about the black community. You know, she spoke about I remember the video she gave commentary on about deletion of babies in the womb, and it was a video, and pretty much a girl was standing outside of a Planned Parenthood, and essentially she was saying, hey, delete the kid, do all this or whatnot, blah blah blah, and she made a rap song about it. Candace was one of the few people that I remember giving commentary on, clear commentary on, like, hey, like, this is why we believe that, she believes it, that isn't good, which really hit me very, very strongly, because it was a manner of it was a professionalism and understanding what ultimately what we're called to do as people. um and I just don't think that's something that pretty much uh it's taken away from the black community, and things of that nature. So I think those things, he's very spot on about politics, or about, just about being in this culture, in this space that we have as as young, African Americans, and being cultivated. So I think she's necessary, man. She opens up conversation. That's what I feel like we ultimately need, because I may disagree with certain things, but being able to have certain conversations that
My
are
headphones got knocked out.
typically we just don't have. So understanding those conversations and being able to convert it into something that pushes conversation forward, I think that would be good. So I'll salute Candace, man. Hey, I'm a supporter. She won't hear a bad thing from me at all. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it, bro. What's up? You good?
I wonder if anybody can hear me, because my
Yeah,
mic
I
and
can hear you.
everything got knocked out. Can you hear me, Spoon?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I
I
can't
can hear
hear
you
you,
loud and clear.
Spoon. But
You can't hear me?
whatever you say, I agree with.
You can't hear me,
Yeah,
bro?
man. Sorry, I gotta put that
Technical
Bluetooth
issue.
back in the ear. Yeah, man.
Technical issues. My boy Conrad is having technical issues. Does he need the headphones? Or is his speaker, his computer speaker?
Hey,
Yes, sir.
well, I can hear you whispering. All right. Okay. Oh, cool.
Okay, okay.
We
We
got
got a
a first
comment.
comment, man.
Okay, okay. Rashad, my boy Rashad said Candace is cool, but I think she tries too hard to get a rise out of people. Yeah, I get it, Rashad, man. I know that it is oftentimes abrasive, or just not the conventional way, I think, just for me. But I do think a lot of the stuff, she says it, and I think it's possibly a side of it being entertainment too. So I don't know, because she went on the Breakfast Club, Joe Budden recently. It was a few more places I can't remember, but she's been going on a pretty big, like, media tour. But
Yeah, big
uh,
one.
yeah, so Candace is, Candace is okay. I think it's pretty good in my book. So I think some of the stuff that she talks about, even on the Fresh and Fit podcast, she was pretty much saying that, hey, this whole culture is not going to get, ultimately get women,
Mm-hmm.
the outcomes that they want, and we should take heed of that, and understanding that that stuff isn't beneficial for culture as a whole, or for society as a whole. So I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but hey, it's no right or wrong answer to this. I don't think.
Right. Well, I say this, man, because we get a lot of entertainment from Charleston White when he says what he says. We get a lot of like, you know, love from we give a lot of love to Cat Williams when he says what he says. And a lot of those guys speak partial truths. But when you're talking about like Candace, and Candace don't necessarily speak in partial truths. Um, you got to understand the amount of research that goes behind her with her gusto. When someone is researching stuff and like really like actually going to look up things and knowing no one else is going to do the research, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're arguing with a fly, and then it seems like we're trying to get an uproar, and we're not trying to get an uproar. We're just trying to make people think. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say weird, because like I'm the same way. You know, you can ask anybody in my family, like, I'm gonna just tell her like it is, cause like you know, for real, like I'm not gonna shy away what's going on. I mean, let's be honest, man. A lot of my family members, they had a lot to say about my mama, and you know, I don't like that. You know, I don't too much fool with that. Me and my sister, we try to stay quiet, and me and my brother, we try to stay quiet. But you know, you say something about, you know, Ava, we at your neck. And the thing is, you act. Oh yeah, and keep in mind, we know how you live too. So
Right.
and if my mom was living, all that smoke that you got for her, yeah. But you know, other than that, man, I think Candace does her research. She does everything that she's supposed to do. That's why she talks with gusto, and that's why she gets the award that she gets. All right, man. Moving on from Candace, because I told y'all it was gonna be quick. That was gonna be a quick one because boy, oh boy, we got some other stuff to talk about. Bang. All right. So, Spoon, you were one of the lucky ones. While I want to say, was it after college you and Miss Spoon, you and Mel?
Yeah. Well, I know I was actually in I was in grad school. And I was in grad school. I got my master's. I started my master's program in 2019. I got it in like 8 months. So between that 8-month span, that's when I decided to get married.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she already had the bachelor's, or was it like?
Yeah, she had a bachelor's. She went to FAMU from I think it was 2009, 10. I can't remember. I don't know. From like 2014. She got an unconventional college journey.
Hey man, I feel you, man. Shoot. I started school in 2010, so it's cool.
Bro, it ain't no race to this thing, man.
Hey, yeah, you're right. But I lead into this. Y'all got married shortly after. You know what I'm saying? After
right.
you got the degree and everything. Well, it seems like we have an issue with Black women getting married and wanting to do all these other stuff.
Yeah.
And you see other races, and in this video, shout out to my Leanne, because Leanne is of the white clan, and I like it. I'm cool with it. That's my baby. I don't care what anybody say. You know what I'm saying? She the baddest girl on earth to me. Anyway.
No cap, Leanne. Hey, we gotta bring Leanne to the cookout. No cap.
Leanne to the cookout.
Hey, what up, Spoon? What up, boy?
Hey,
what's good? Hey. What's good, dog?
All right, so let's go ahead and hop into the video real quick. Hey, if y'all coming in here, please make sure you like, subscribe, show love, man. Comment. Man, y'all are doing great tonight, man. I guess we had to come out with the good stuff for them to be like, yo, they serious. All right, we're about to hop into the next clip.
Engaged, and the question came up, well, why is there not the reality for Black women? I know y'all not gonna like what I gotta say, but you know me, I'm gonna say it anyways. First and foremost, Black women are above reproach. If it don't validate us or excuse our bad behavior, we don't want to hear it. Instead, we'll say, well, men do it too. Secondly, we'll find every excuse in the world to validate why we don't want to be married or why we don't want to be in a relationship. Well, they get cheated on, well, they do this, well, they do that. But then we have all these standards for men, and we're still actively seeking for men in the midst of our hurt while inadvertently telling them to go to therapy. We do not practice what we preach. Being independent, and it was something that made you happy, you would not have all these standards to negate your independence. Nobody wants to relinquish power. You'll find every excuse in the world to not be submissive and wonder why white women can get away with their bad behavior. We take everything bad from white women, except for the fact using marriage to our own benefit. But you'll run to the child support office, though. equality against men, and the only time we actually want to be equal to men is when it comes to degenerate behavior, hypersexuality, abusing or abandoning children. Even when it comes to the gold digger conversation, what you don't see those other women do, even when they are just screwing men for money, is bashing men, inadvertently making men feel like they're not important. Also, too, telling them that they don't need men. Psychologically, we have been taught to disassociate ourselves, and even in that Malcolm X quote where he says the black woman is the most disrespected, he also says to be near your man, because who taught you to hate the very race that—
Ooh, that's a loaded one.
Hey, sis had a mouthful, cuz.
Bruh, she was speaking some harsh truths, man. Some harsh truths. Yeah, that was a loaded one, bro. Go ahead, dog. Go ahead.
Man, I mean, she didn't miss. She didn't miss at all.
At all. Preston, what up, boy?
Man, shout out to Preston. You know what I'm saying? I love the love that you come from your side with. You know what I'm saying? I wish my gang would, you know, you know what I mean? I wish my gang would say something. It's all good. I love y'all anyway, you know what I mean? But anyway, but yes, it was loaded, and you know, but at the same time, like, you know, at the same time, it's touchy, man, because like I don't want to totally disrespect black women, but like here you go. This is a sister said it. She said it. She said it. Not me. I mean, y'all gotta smarten up, man. Like y'all don't want to. And I'm not saying all, because I've seen great black women. I'm talking about tremendous black women, black women that stick to their man. They protect their home. They're not degenerate. They're not hyperly sexualized. There are a lot of good. It's just that, bro. I don't know what to say. This one stumped me because she said everything. She said everything that I agree with.
Yeah.
Look, man. I'll say this. And I want to make sure we get a clip. Man, black women, from my experience, man. I've tried marrying in two. One wanted to continue partying, and the other one is, you know, she didn't think that I was the man that she was supposed to marry. Even though she calls me all the time and I can't stand it. Yeah, man, and that right there, man, it ticks me off, man, because you know, like I don't know anything. I don't know nothing about marriage, man, outside of what I read in the Word of God. You know what I mean? Outside of that, like I can't give you no tips. I can't do nothing like that. But
that's
what
enough,
I can do,
that's enough. That's enough.
yeah,
That's enough.
see, and thank you, and I appreciate that because I want to get married. I've been wanting to get married. And I wanted to marry. Well, let's be honest. I didn't care who I wanted to marry, race wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just wanted her to be my wife. You know what I mean? Be a good wife, be his mother. You know what I mean? Be willing to have my back as I have your back. You know, be willing, be willing to let me take on your mess and you take on my mess. Like, be willing to do that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to just be the one that's taking on mess and taking mess and just because I gotta take it. No, just like, you know, let's be there for each other.
All right.
Go ahead, Spoon.
All right. So as a, I don't want to say an expert, but
as a vet.
Yeah, but being that I have coming up on 4 years in the game, you know, hey, happy and anniversary to my wife, June 19th. We will be doing something, so we'll see. And I got some ideas. Shout out to my boy Jay. He helped me out today with some gems.
Okay.
But
okay.
this is a very loaded topic. But ultimately, from experiences that I've had when dating and introducing and whatnot, to young ladies when I was out in the field, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it was very sobering, and I think it's getting progressively worse. Just because of the music, the culture, a lot of, again, hoe culture. Just understanding that, um a lot of the things that we uh we promote, I really feel like it stems from just the breakdown of family. You see it from
Mm.
feminism,
Mm.
especially for black women, really just hasn't been beneficial, because uh the feminists during the 70s and 80s movement, they were pretty much telling black women to leave their men, go to college. You don't need that man. I don't need this,
Mm.
all this ninja and all this stuff. And we realized that, these choices have consequences, and the consequences, bear a lot of single parent households. And I'm not saying that men don't have a part in that too, by not staying and potentially leaving, but there's only so much a disrespect a man is going to take before venturing out to other ventures, or just straying away from marriage totally, completely. And I knew that ultimately, for me, how I found my wife, and I vetted her, just from what was her background. Thank God she came from a two-parent household. My mother-in-law,
Mm.
she's a wonderful woman, and she trained my wife, how to be a wife, how to, and it's not easy, because ultimately you come into it, you have no clue what you're doing at all.
Mm.
It's like, once you
Yeah.
say I do, it's like, ooh, okay. All, and especially after the whole honeymoon phase wears off, like, you start butting heads quite a bit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
those are pretty much attacks from the devil, trying to get us to stray away, and trying to, just, hey, what's better out there. And ultimately, I know that, no matter what goes on in our marriage, I'm gonna ride out with her, because if I
Mm-hmm.
get her in the field, I ain't trying to get with no Sexy Red, no Cardi B, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, because you just see a lot of women just aren't necessarily equipped for marriage. And you're promoting the baby mama culture, and there's so many layers to this topic. And I think, just, if we start to get back to old fashioned, uh traditional values, conservative values, and understanding how valuable marriage is, it can work. It can work, but it's just, people have to set their pride aside, and since we're talking about women, stop emasculating the man, because what man is not going to do is going to stay around. If you treat him a
Mm-hmm.
certain type of way, and you hear it in the music, we said we don't need these niggas and all this stuff or
Mm-hmm.
whatnot, but ultimately, like, you know we can't keep pushing this narrative. So just
Mm.
understanding that, and understanding what God calls us to do ultimately, because it's a long, hard road, once you hit 30, 40, 50 years old or whatnot. And after
Mm-hmm.
that, really, after like 35, that's the downside, for women. They can't have children, like, not say can't, but you become high risk, and all of those
High
things,
risk. Yeah.
you know
Mm-hmm.
and that's what ultimately what men want. Men want, for me, I wanted a submissive woman, to, not saying that everything I say is going to go, but to ultimately to listen to me, and to tell people, like, hey, like, and tell my wife, like, hey, if you're going to trust me, I need you to trust me 100%. And it's some things I'm going to lean on her, lean on her to do, because she knows it better than I do, especially
Mm-hmm.
for our young son right now. So, just understanding that, and getting back to what works, and you know just understand the traditional values, and this is how it's meant to be. So, hey, man, it's a long, a long road, to
Yeah.
really you know break, peel back this onion, but you got to, man, at this point.
Yeah, man. Shout out, is it, I want to say Rosalie. Rosalie.
Rosalie, that's my mama. Hey, mom, love
Oh,
you.
Rosalie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, Mama Spoon.
Yeah,
Hey,
hey, she is not
uh,
Mama Spoon. No,
just, just,
Mama,
just,
say Mama Rose. She gonna
Mama
uppercut.
Rose. Mama Rose. Okay, Mama
Hey Ryan, man,
Rose.
what's up, man? Garrett, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Checking this out though, for real. Appreciate it.
Man. Mama Rose says the lack of God's word, Black women's national anthem is I can do all bad by myself. This thinking has destroyed many marriages.
Bunch of them, hundreds, thousands. The list goes on. It keep
Mm-hmm.
going, and it's a always ever change. We're feeding the beast at this point. And at what point are we going to stop? And that's where we're at right now in society, especially for black women. Because you ever notice how white women? Well, let me not say that, but I've noticed this. Let's say you take FAMU in Florida State. Florida
Mm-hmm.
State, a lot of women, and not saying that love you, bro, appreciate it, dog. Uh, just understanding that many white women, they will go to college and they will hold on to their men. Um,
Mm-hmm.
at FAMU, just kind of looking at it. I'm not saying that white women don't have their issues, but black women would, kind of rack up bodies, experiences, or whatnot, and expect you to kind of clean up the mess on the back end. And this kind of goes back
Mm-hmm.
to a previous conversation that we had. For my son or whatnot, I'm not. I would never tell him to go and be a stepdad, after this woman has done all this other stuff, and especially if he comes
Right.
into it with no children.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard sell for me. That is a pass, So it's a very layered topic, man. And you're not trying to come off as disrespectful, but all in all, bro, we gotta
I
address
am.
it because hey, at this point,
I am.
wow,
I
bro.
am. I don't care.
Bro, they
I'm
gonna
gonna say
hate you,
what I
dog.
want to say.
They gonna
Huh?
hate you, bro. They gonna hate you, bro.
Yeah. The word said the world's gonna hate me, so
Hey,
I'm just gonna
he ain't
go
lying.
ahead and
He is not
you know
lying.
what I mean. Yeah. I say this though, man. Man, because the thing is, I've seen it so much in my family, dude. Like I've seen it so much in my family, and I like to reference my Uncle Baldy, even though everybody try to reference my Uncle Baldy as all this other stuff, but it seemed like he was so much happier, after he was done with my aunt. And hey, shout out Auntie Mary. Auntie Mary, I love you to death, so please don't come at me. I know that you are doing a great girl. You're doing a great job because I know you can kill me. But outside of that, like outside of that, I just don't see I don't see successful marriages, man. You know what I mean? I mean, cousin Stephanie, she's doing well. My little brother, my little brother, look at think my little brother, dog. Shout out to my little brother. My little brother's in a successful marriage. You know what I mean? He it's a successful marriage, man.
Yeah.
He loves his wife. His wife loves him. His wife is submissive to him. You know what I mean? Phil knows what to do. She knows how to do things. And the thing is, it works.
Yeah.
And it's just I just don't see that with a lot of the women in my life. I mean, not a little like my life, in my family. And I know some of it's circumstance, but others is just like, yo, y'all can do better. Y'all just don't want to. You know what I mean? Y'all can do better. Y'all just don't want to. And it's whatever. You know what I mean?
But this is my question though. Can we put this at the feet of um understanding that a lot of people come from single parent households? Because for me, I know, just I kind of made a promise to myself, if I would ever get married during that time, I mean when that time came,
Mm-hmm.
would it, you know because I grew up in a single parent household and I didn't want to go through some of these things that I went through as a child. Under
Mm-hmm.
kind of realizing like, hey, where's my dad? What's going on, and this is kind of getting a little personal. So I don't think my mom or dad would kind of care at this point. But
Mm-hmm.
I think just understanding like certain things that I just didn't want if I if it would come to a day where if I brought a child into this world or I met a young woman, I would want to have a single family unit. And I think a lot of men want that family unit, but to deal with the women that we have today, you know, it's kind of you got to find it's like finding a needle in a haystack pretty much, and I thank God that my that he led me to my wife, and just understanding that this is a woman that I needed, no matter the ups and the downs, because it's gonna come with some highs and lows, bro, for sure. But
you already know.
yeah, but it definitely it definitely is more valuable, more pros to it than the cons, because and I don't think it's a con really. That's a bad word, but just but it comes with the peaks and the highs and the lows. So man, I that's why my mom just left the comment, I couldn't ask for a better woman. So at this point, man, it's just you got to keep working at it, because it's the hardest thing you'll ever have to do,
Right.
hard, because you try to maintain that same fire, that same the same things that led you to her, and her vice versa, but people get thrown in the towel too easily. So yeah.
I mean, it's easy to them. It's easy to throw away. To us, man, it takes it takes us to high waters and hell for us to even let go. Yeah, man, praise God, man. So we got third clip. Oh man, all right. So I think this is where a lot of this stems from. And I think this is going to answer the question.
That still believes there's this exodus that needs to happen.
Let my people go. That's our message.
They're still looking for this Moses to lead them to a promised land. And that promised land, unfortunately, has nothing to do with spiritual deliverance from our sin, as the gospel preaches, as the gospel fundamentally teaches. It's this economic nirvana, this socialist nirvana, where all my needs are met, I have no struggles in life, that there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
There's an army rising, and this army will be able to break every chain.
The church embraces these individuals because they're black. It's never about abiding by what the gospel actually teaches. The more vociferous you can be, the more animated and dynamic you can be, that validates what the person is saying, even though it's heretical.
If they have hatred in their heart for their brother, what they're appealing to is false religion.
The most galling question to me, brothers and sisters, that is asked by our white brothers and sisters is, why are black people so angry?
Because of that, we can't appeal now to scripture as a result. We have to appeal to our new God, who is government.
Maybe white people, we are still angry because the effects of having been stripped of dignity and robbed of selfhood by whites only drinking fountains and the back of the bus and the balcony of the theater has had some long-lasting ramifications.
They've abandoned.
Pause. First off, just to let y'all know, we had good water when we had our own drinking fountains. Also, we had our own bus systems.
Schools, banks, communities.
We had our own process. We had our own cotton process companies, man. We were number one in cotton for a very long time.
Foot Hillier on FAMU's campus used to be a hospital. That's where my mother-in-law was born. My grand aunt, before she passed away, she remembers that place, and she told me about it. So, yeah, it used to be a hospital when it was called FAMC. So black people were thriving for a pretty good amount of time before the so-called civil rights movement. But go ahead.
Civil rights. And also Frenchtown used to thrive too, but that's before 1960. You know what I'm saying? But what do I know? I'm just a guy.
And in Christ's head and said, I'm head of the church. I know what's best, and here's the direction I'm going to take the church.
The Congressional Black Caucus, we absolutely need them. Do we need the NAACP? We absolutely need them. Do we need the Action Network? We absolutely need them.
The pulpit should be a place where everything is rooted and grounded in the Word of God.
I believe wokeness should find its way into the Christological psyche as God is conforming us with his goal.
That terminology of woke comes.
I'm not gonna lie. I love Vodi Bakum and I love Eric Mason, but I think Eric Mason, he started very like biblical, and his doctrine was solid for a very long time. And then because of his area, it went more political. So that's my take on that.
Go woke, go broke.
From the 60s consciousness movement.
When you have falling conditions of rising consciousness, you've got to have an explosion. You got to have it.
To be woke means to have your eyes open really to this oppressor-oppressed paradigm.
Your job as the conscious is to make our unconscious conscious of their unconscious movements. This can only be done in organization.
That terminology in and of itself is out of bounds for us, because in a real sense, no one's eyes are more opened than our eyes are when we have seen the light of Christ.
I know folks have put you down because your lips are big and your hair is nappy, but you need to thank God for the skin that you're in. And
you see that happening a lot today, is these black churches are picking blackness over Christianity.
I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud.
These people have no God in them.
If only y'all knew what it's like being Christian nowadays and don't subscribe to blackness. If only y'all knew. And it's tough. But at the same time, like, listen, it's tough, and it's not tough in the sense of like I want to be accepted. It's tough in the sense that you see your people, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about fellow believers fall in the same thing over and over again, man. You look to be lesser than all the time. I refuse to tell myself that I'm lesser than another man. You know, like I'm not. You know, there's no man that's superior over me. The only person that's superior over me is Jesus, and he's more than man. He's the Son of Man. He's the Holy God. He's the Christ. And only the Christ could be the only thing that reign over me. And there's no one superior over me.
Yeah.
This is why I think about like a lot of us, we still complain and want everybody to do stuff for us. And we want these false, you know, these false things with like, oh, well, black people hate white people, man. And white people hate black people, and also. And we want reparations. I mean, reparations for what? We fumbled the bag. We fumbled the bag so bad that we are lying to ourselves, saying that we did nothing wrong. We are literally the woman at the table that wiped her lips, ate other food, wiped her lips, said, "I've done nothing wrong." That's scary, man. We are lying to ourselves, and it's in church now. You know, and the thing is, and I don't want to say black church, but like it's a lot of black churches that do this. and we gotta step away from that. We got to, man.
It's less about God and more about creating that false idol, that golden calf, and using and propping the race, and the black race as being the overall the standard, and that's not how it should be, bro.
And I'm not saying that I like the picture of the white Jesus, but I'm not saying I like the picture of the black Jesus either. Like, I don't know none of those two. My God said.
I knew there was something with it. I had forgotten that, like that aspect of it, what you just said about that. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, you were breaking up for a second, bro.
I'm bad. How bad was it?
It was a pretty good chunk. I didn't hear anything shit. But yeah. So I just for kind of me to expound upon your point, because I kind of know what you were getting at. But you see this so much now, in the black church. For me being in the black community pretty much all my life, but going to black churches, going to any church and whatnot in general. It's a sad thing when you see people uh pretty much just kneeling, to this idol, this false idol of, or what is idol of race, naturally. And it, for me, I just don't seem to understand it, because that's ultimately how you said, like, you're giving your rights come from God. Ultimately, there's nothing that that's one can tell you that doesn't correlate correlate within that streamline of that process. um but I think that we have to realize and understand that this stuff that needs to be called out. And it's getting even worse, because what about people other people who aren't of black race? How are we supposed to tell them, hey, well, you're just supposed to kneel down to me just because I'm black? you know um and and having uncomfortable conversations, because I do realize that things that were done to black people, during civil rights, or whatever time during the you know even before or after slavery. um I understand it, and I I'm gonna say I ultimately grieve from it, because we're so far moved away from it. But understanding history, allows us not to not allows us not to repeat it. But it just understanding that that's that type of doctrine just has no place in the church. um and I can keep expounding on this point, man, but we need to kind of get back to the basics. But I feel like a lot of these people are just so far gone that you can't reel them back in, because they've kneeled down to the woke ideology. And the woke ideology, it just doesn't work. It's like oil and water. It doesn't have a solid foundation at all. And you can poke so many holes in the argument. And so, man, this wokeness, I'm glad people are understanding, when you go woke, you go broke. So, but so many people are feeding into this narrative, and it allows us to be, allows us to kind of keep our eyes open, us as the church. And we need to understand that, people, this is not how you ultimately treat God's word.
I guess my final thoughts on this man right here. I'll say what I notice is that you see TD Jakes, you see a lot of affluent black.
TD Jakes, clown. Walrus, clown.
The power bottom. You see him in there.
Sicko, clown.
Man, let's be honest, dog. Man, the black church has become a business to where, and I think now, I wouldn't even say the black church. Let me just say
Say what
churches
church?
have become,
Because you see white churches doing the same thing too.
yeah, the white church is doing the same thing too. It's become such a business, man. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like instead of it being the church, you know what I'm saying? It's church.
It's no
You know what I'm
respect.
saying?
It's no honor, no dignity. It's about pretty much it's about the bottom line, the dollar, and it keeps shifting the movements. And went from woke, now it's LGBT, now it's trans or whatever. Like I've seen this, several, and this is just not to just put this at the feet of the black church. It's
Mhm.
white church. You got all types of different churches, man,
All
and
types.
so you got to understand that calling out this calling out this movement is just pretty is it's essential because once
Mhm.
you naturally go feed feed your soul or whatnot to reside in the Lord, and we understand that people aren't receiving edification from this stuff because of these
Mhm.
ideologies. So it's a fair warning. If you see that at a church, man, you got to run the other way.
Mhm. Yeah. You're right. I read something today in First Timothy 3. We was talking, me and Leanne, we were going through the word today, and man, one thing I learned is that just like you have qualifications to be an overseer of the church, you got qualifications as husband, and this is where I talk to a lot of men. I need men to hear up right now. The qualifications that I've seen, and I wrote these down. I knew they won't come back to me today. But it said to oversee a household, man. Husband of one wife. Guys, we got to stop doing this many. Oh man, we were made for many women. No, we were made for one. God took a rib. He didn't take a cage. He didn't take a rib cage. He took a rib.
He said it cannot.
Okay, guys, I want you, not a rib cage, a rib. Because if we'll be missing the whole rib cage. We'd be out here, you know what I mean? He took a rib. Secondly, dog, we gotta understand that we have to be, and this is for the rundown, we got to be sober-minded, self-controlled, respectable, hospitable, able to teach. Able to teach. That means we have a responsibility to teach the next person behind us. We got to stop paying it forward. I mean, we got to stop paying it backwards, start paying it forward. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's somebody that's coming behind us. You know what I'm saying? We have to pay it forward for them so they will know. And be gentle, not violent, bro. We need to stop being violent towards each other, man. I'm talking about men and women. I would say women specifically, but men and women. And then we gotta not be quarrelsome, man. We gotta stop talking about each other, man. We gotta stop trying to stir the pot up.
Yep.
But I say this to say this, pastors, you need to be like this with your church. And I know half of y'all are not this with your homes. Get out that pulpit.
Facts.
Get out that pulpit. If half of y'all are not doing a quarter of this, get out that pulpit. It's time. Look, it's time to be serious, man. The time to be serious about the Lord is now. So, guys, tell me what you think back in the comments, man. Today's kind of, well, I mean, it's about the same. It's about the same
Like
length.
an hour, bro. We give
Another hour.
Hour or so.
Yeah.
That's all the people need, man. We can't be keeping these
No.
people 2-3 hours, man. Hey, nah, bro. People got families, dog.
Man, I don't know how to
look, on, bro. Come on now, bro. It's some good
That's
stuff.
true.
Some good stuff.
That's true. My bracket's already busted. I had chose some teams that a certain person told me to choose. So I And so because I chose those certain teams, my bracket's busted. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You know what? We're enjoying the fun. Closing remarks, man. I want to tell y'all something, man. Hey, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Please wash your behind. There's a lot of people that out here stinking, dog. A lot of people out here
It's
stinking.
Florida, bro. It's Florida. It is too doggone. Well, I don't know where everybody talking, but this is the South. It is too hot to not be washing y'all behind.
Man, wash your butt, bro. Like y'all stink out here,
All them
dog.
cracks and crevices, dog. Take 2 showers a day. Mando.
I mean, mandatory. Come on. Mandated. Something. Man, and I'm not talking about people just to crack on y'all, but like y'all really stink out here. It's what I mean? Watch your butt, bro. That's what I'm leaving with people with, man. Cause like, man, cause I know when I don't smell the best, dog. When I don't smell the best. I'm big too, dog. I can't afford not to smell good, dog. I can't, like, bro. Like, man, when it get musty down there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
All day.
Especially when you have to wear pants, bro. Like, in the heat, oh boy. All it is just cooking. It's just cooking. It's stewing, and you just gotta like, dang, I gotta wipe myself.
Bro, I could not fathom, back in the day or whatnot, when they they didn't even take baths like that. Let's say forefathers of America. Bro, they ain't bathe like that, bro. They ain't bathe like that. They were some real sickos. Some real sickos.
They didn't understand the importance of hygiene. Like I wash a lot, and I gotta keep lotion and I'm always ashy.
Quick question. All right, for the white congregation or white brothers and sisters, do white people use lotion? I've always wanted to ask this question. If any white person can give me a firm answer, I did not know. I don't know. I just genuinely don't know. Maybe you can ask your girl or whatnot. I don't know.
Ryan, I need you to answer that one. Who else?
Who else was in the comments today? Lotion? I need the answer for this.
I know Leanne use lotion.
I just don't know. I've had my boy Brett. He white. Hey, I never seen that boy put on lotion, dog. What she say? I can't see it. You got to read it off, bro. I can't see that.
I'm trying to get the phone. Yes, we lose. Yes,
okay.
See,
I didn't know. I did not. I did not know.
Bro.
Thank you for correcting me. Thank you for guiding me, leading me straight. I did not know. Maybe I thought it was just a black thing. Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know. I tell Leanne she don't count because she been around. She ran around the chulos and chulas.
Oh, so but she's invited to the cookout.
So she been invited to the cookout.
Okay, so what? See, that's what I'm saying. If she already know what time it is, we ain't counting her. I'm just counting a regular Joe Blow white dude off the street. I need this answer. I need this. And my wife knows. She already know what time it is. I need this answer. The white congregation, please answer this for me. And people that I do not know that haven't been to a cookout. Let me put some asterisks by this. I need to know.
Yeah, man. All right.
Quick thing.
All right.
I just lost my train of thought. Jeez, bro. Oh my gosh, it was at the forefront of my mind. I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old.
Yes, we are crazy, Mama Rose. We are crazy.
Love Mom. She already knows. If she gave birth to me, so at this point, she already should know what time it is. 32 years we locked in. Golly, bro, this gonna rack my brain. And I'm mad that I'm not remembering this. I don't know, bro. Go ahead, man. Close it out. Close it out.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank everybody for coming through tonight. Mel, Mama Rose, Leanne, Ryan, Garrett,
Preston,
Rob, Rustin, Preston,
Umba, Rashad, man.
Rashad.
Yep.
Man, hey man, look, man, thank y'all so much, man. Thank you for the likes and loves, man. We are going to try to upgrade each and every week, man, to make sure that we give y'all quality. Um, some weeks are not gonna be as serious. Some weeks we're gonna have just a bunch of funny stuff, but we will always give you a good measurement, maybe just a
Oh,
teaspoon
I know
of
what it is
wisdom.
now. I know what it is. Can I
What?
interject, please? All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna hit y'all with a Marshawn Lynch. What did he say? Protect your chickens or what? Now count your chickens. Protect your
Count the
chickens.
chickens.
Count your chickens. Right. Invest your money. Bitcoin. I don't care what it is. Bitcoin, Apple, Nvidia, S&P 500. I don't care because you're not gonna keep that money in the savings account because you ain't gonna make none. So invest your money, save your money, be wise, good steward with it. Don't trick it off because hey, it get cold out here in these streets. And if you get another 4 years of Joe Biden, boy, ain't no telling, boy, if it's gonna get worse, boy.
Boy,
Gas
shout out to Les
$3,
Brandon.
boy, shot, bro. Gas $3 and 56 cents a gallon by my crib across the street right now, bro. We can't vote Trump. Vote Trump, y'all. Y'all ninjas like low taxes.
Bro, I remember when gas was what?
$2 and
$1.
change, bro. Bro, it took
Dude.
me $41.50 something cents to fill up my tank. It's not, like I can afford it, but bro, I was just at $30 something the last week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks
Man.
ago. I'm
Well,
hurt.
that's how I feel about haircuts now. Like I'm so haircuts, you gotta make an investment, dog. Like you gotta make a real investment. Why does a haircut cost $50 now, bro? Like
If you're getting a haircut for $50, bro, something wrong. 50 cash?
$50,
I pay
$50, dog.
$50 for two for me and my kid. For me and Bub.
Bro,
Ain't no way.
I get this cut and ball faded out, right? And then I'm like, all right, how much I owe? 50, you know what I'm saying? And it bothers me because I'm like, bro, $50,
Yeah,
guys.
that's highway robbery, bro.
You
That's
know what I
highway
mean?
robbery.
$50 like for the sides? Yeah, that's $50, dog.
That's highway robbery, bro. Shout out to my
I'm
barber
like,
Dan
bro,
King.
y'all not even washing my hair, dog. Y'all not even like, I mean, I get it if I was getting braids and you know what I'm saying, in a cut. I get paid like $75 for that because of the braids and the cut. But like, why is the cut so much? You know?
Well, Tally
know
barbers,
what?
they kind of janky anyway. I had
No,
bad
they are.
experience in Tallahassee with barbers.
It's I wouldn't say they janky, man. It's just that they hustling, man, and I don't want to ever knock their hustle, but dog, $50, bro. Y'all, whew. Shout out Mr. Bill, man. Mr. Bill convenient, dog. I like Mr. Bill, but I'm telling you now, man.
Count your
Haircut
chickens.
stuff.
Count your chickens. Hey, we need this inflation to go down. Invest your money,
Yes.
save it. Cause hey, boy,
Yes.
it's gonna get wicked.
All right. Hey, man. But like I said, man, we always here to drop some knowledge, maybe in measurements, but it's always gonna be a teaspoon. This your boy Kanye Westside.
It's your boy TSpoon checking out, man.
Man, holler.
Ghost.